This chapter is a bit different than you might be used to. I'm going to give you an overview of the different handy tools that you use on your quest, so to say, or on your journey of growth. But as we grow, so does our knowledge of the different tools out there. That's one. And also, we can't cover all the tools. So we just made a selection of the tools that we currently use in our own environment. And then I will display you some just for the sheer fun of it. So if you already are set up for your tools on your own, just skip this chapter. But if you're interested in the things that I use, just definitely stay on. So I will describe 6 categories in its main. So the first one will be handy physical tools, so physical tools, digital tools. We're going to discuss a little bit about the improvement of your phone usage as well as your desktop usage. Then about chairs and desks and monitors and how to arrange that. And then I'm going to skim very high level about clothing, bedtime tools, and health and wellness. But I'm not going to dive in too deep because if you open that door, it's there's so many options there. Okay, so number 1, handy physical tools. For me personally, first of all, is journaling. So I use a high quality journal as well as pen and ink. I don't use this journal that much because if I use this one, I am very well aware of what I write down. So only the most important things in my life I write down in that particular journal. I received it from a good friend of mine. It's valuable to me, which means I got skin in the game, and the things that I write down I do with my full awareness. So I do that fully focused. So I do suggest to buy such a journal because it upgrades your seriousness, your skin in the game, so to say. But also buy a second one, which is a bit cheaper in this case. And this is just me having a huge file system, so to say, with different categories. So I bought all these colored sheets. And in these colored sheets are several steps. So first one is my daily schedule. Then secondly is my month schedule, my week schedule, etc. The wheel of life. Just some reminders. Here it is. Just some reminders of when I get stuck sometimes or what to do next. Normally I know this, but also sort of a structure that when I find something like, hey, that's very cool. So today my daughters asked me to paint their faces. I said, well, that would be a very cool skill if I could know how to make a Spider-Man out of them, for example. So that will be on my wheel of life. That's my structure. I will jot that down in that type of journal. I use different kinds of pens, colors, all these things. That's the benefit of being a father of girls as well. I have like a gazillion different colors. I even have Play-Doh, and I have diamond painting, which of course I don't use, it just happened to be there. But to be serious, on a more serious note, also to jot down your thoughts, use these whiters. Oh, that must be a very annoying noise. Sorry for that one. Use these big white flap overs and just drop down your thoughts, your brain waves, your creativity inputs, so to say. It awakens if you have a large piece of paper, you can scratch down, and then it awakens the juices in the mind, so to say. Also, I use a timer, a stopwatch a lot. I set it at 4 minutes. This also monitors my heart rate, quality of the sleep, as well as this data ring. I use the time watch each and every 4 minutes if I do my awareness exercises, for example. Also, an important one is my, there we go, noise cancelling. Yeah, you gotta love this setup. Noise cancelling. So if you want to know how I'm behind my computer, it's sort of like this. And then I imagine I'm as cool as Cyclops from X-Men, but pretty sure it looks geeky as hell. And then finally, wouldn't be a tool, but plants. This works very well for me due to several reasons. But they literally color my life, so to say. So I am in surrounded by different plants as well as flowers. Sorry, not the final thing. Also, how's that sound? Sorry, team editing. Shall I do it again? I will do it again. Really curious whether it's good or not. Helps me to gain back focus to now. Same as incense. Wierook in Dutch. I'm not sure if I translated all that perfectly. But you can use other things for other smells, of course. Pick the smell, whatever you're searching for. Then finally, what works very well for me are some reminders not to panic, from the article Wait But Why from Tim Urban. But this one you possibly know, Naruto, to never give up and put friendship very high. And also Rengoku, to set your heart ablaze from Demon Slayer. These are my physical reminders to and also to relax now and then. This is not a physical reminder, but I couldn't resist not buying it, and it happened to be here. Just see if it sticks. No, it does not. Buy Snorlax. So yeah, I think these are the most important things for me in the realm of physical tools. Yeah. So digital tools is part 2 is a huge realm of opportunities. I will do a separate session later when I have the capability or the knowledge, so to say, to offer you the nitty gritty, but I can show you for now the things that I'm using. So first of all, there are some handy productivity apps like the Pomodoro app, the Pareto app that asks you questions about do you do the most important work. Note-taking apps, there's even a note-taking option in your Word, so you can journal by speaking to it and then Word will translate it, and then you can even upload it in the ChatGPT software at chat.openai.com, where you can ask ChatGPT for advice or to restructure it. You can do it with basically every voice to text. There's mind mapping software, so you don't always need these white flaps, so to say. Digital voice recording, you can do it in a microphone as well as in your voice phone. Journaling apps, so if you do journal in your phone or on your screen, remember please that it's your cognitive functions, your learning functions, your memory skills, etc. are better when you do it physically. So I do highly recommend to journal physically. Also, you disconnect from a screen, which means you connect with something else, perhaps the living realm around you, which inspires you and refills you in ways a screen perhaps can't. I listen to audiobooks, but I do way more things, and I think it goes outside the scope of this for now. What I do want to talk about is category 3, and that's the use of your phone. And basically you can do this, or you can pull a similar line for your desktop device as well. But the way you use your phone, you can do it in multiple ways and find your personal balance. But what I do is from the beginning, I work or I only get my phone in certain periods, chunks of time. So I don't do a phone before 10 a.m. and I don't do a phone after, in this case, 8 p.m. And even between 10 and 8, I only use it like 20 minutes in total for the entire day. So I recreated a habit that I don't use my phone. So I'm famously known for not being reachable. So I'm in flight mode, so to say. When I got there, how did I get there? First of all, you can do this via several techniques, but you have to introduce some thresholds. You have to make it harder for you to get to your phone. So you can give your phone away to a friend. You can shut it down so it takes time to launch it again. Definitely log out all of your applications. So log out in your Discord, your Twitter, your social media, all these things, because it's annoying as hell to just need to log in every time. And then you were like, okay, well, then you're across that certain initial threshold to just automatically check your Twitter profile for that matter. Also, what works is write down on your hand, like, okay, question mark, do I really need to get my phone? So it's a reminder like, hey, be aware of your phone usage, so to say. Did we get everything for the phone? Well, let me add a video from somebody about phone usage and all the benefits and downsides I will write down in the text. I don't think I need to warn you anymore about the usage of your phone and the things. It diminishes your body, your mind, well, it diminishes it a lot. It also brings a lot, but you need to balance that a bit, okay? What works perhaps as well is also buy a second device, or don't throw away your old device, or buy an old Nokia which without an internet connection, so that you can only call. There are also some settings on your phone, so don't use the internet, but be available when somebody wants to call you. Nowadays, when you get called, it's often important because the entire world is on the app, so to say. Yeah. Oh, remove unnecessary applications. So I hardly have any applications on my phone. I have disabled all the notifications. Also, I eventually did switch back to using WhatsApp. I used to use Signal, but my entire social life was on WhatsApp. So I sort of became a social pariah when I deleted WhatsApp. But nowadays, all the groups app I have archived. You can archive your group apps, so you don't see them pop up every time. So by the end of the day, or whenever you're on the toilet, or whenever you check your applications, you can open your archive, see all these groups apps, and then you can check mark them as read. Upper left corner, edit, mark as read, and then you don't need to read all your applications or your hundreds of messages per hour, so to say. It will open up a ton load of time, energy, and especially your focus and awareness. So it's not only time that you're burning with your phone as well as with your desktop, it is mainly focus and awareness and your capabilities to be creative, to be critical, to be all these things that you want to be. So diminish your use of phone. Yeah, and that's it for now. That's as high level as I go. The same concepts apply for your desktop. However, with your desktop, it's a bit difficult to log out of the internet. So sometimes perhaps use a second device and never connect it to the internet. So your old laptop, for example. And definitely don't do all the social media apps on your desktop if you don't need them for your production, so to say. So use a device for production or creativity only, and then use a fun device. So for example, your older laptop or your older device. There you can watch your Netflix, etc. Declutter your environment. We discussed this in previous videos. So remove all files, applications, mails, all those things, yada, yada, yada. Not sure if that was one of your dragons. Perhaps you did that already. If not, this might be a good choice. So the state of your laptop is the state of your mind, so to say. Yeah, then topic number 5, and that's your chair and desk and monitor usage. You can read in details about it in the video below, in the extra text. But in highlight, I would say that whether you opt in for a clean desk policy or a very chaotic desk, that tells a lot about you, and you can also tell a lot about somebody else. For now, what I wanted to talk about is, however, your monitor and the fact that either you should sit, and if you sit, definitely spend some money on a good chair. For me, I have a Herman Miller, for example. I used to have a very lousy chair, caused me a lot of back problems, cost me more than just a little bit of money. It cost me time, eventually did cost me money because I had to go to the therapist, etc. And what I do now is that I have a standing desk over there, so I can switch to standing as well as sitting. I have a big monitor behind this, so to say. And this curved monitor I have a little bit higher than my eye height, so I have to look up. And sometimes I use it down, so I adjust the heights as well. Up for creativity, down if I have to, if I'm tired or whatever. But the posture is very important, and the posture, that's an entire topic on its own. Also, see the further readings if you want to learn more about that. Take care of your oxygen in the room, also by plants, but definitely set everything open. The light, so don't face the light behind your screen. do it from sideways nor in the back, because then it bounces on your screen and it's very annoying if you have a call, if it's out in the open, so to say. But oxygen and posture and light are essential. Then I am going to skip the parts about clothing. I'm definitely not suited to give you clothing advice. I use the minimalistic approach, the Mark Zuckerberg approach, so to say, where I only have like a few shirts and I just grab whatever is on top of it. I don't spend any bandwidth nor any money for that regard on my clothing. I will, because I do understand the importance of it, the social importance, the way to express yourself and everything that comes with it. But it's not for me in this phase of my life. So I'm not the one that can advise you about this. If you do know a lot about clothing, definitely let us know, and then we can add your insights to the materials. Different clothes for different activities. The one that I do buy do express whatever I'm standing for. So in this case, this is a young Goku, a young Kakarot. Fun fact, all the Saiyans are named after carrots. So bedtime tools and health and wellness tools I'm going to skip for now, because that's a way different Valhalla for me to dive into. When we discuss health and when we discuss bedtime, I will show you all the different options you have there. So it's beautiful. I guess that's a wrap. Took me long enough, so sorry for that. I hope you have seen a thing or two. While I watch it, I completely forgot the most important thing, the one thing that's vital for you in life, that you should always bring to whatever occasion you go to. For example, if you go grocery shopping, don't forget to bring your sword. Hey! I guess this is a wrap. Sorry for this weird chapter. Just so you know, it's not real, nor do I bring it to my groceries. But it's from Demon Slayer. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this. Saw a thing or two that you thought like, hey, this might be handy. And then this has already been valuable for me, as I might have helped you. So thank you for watching. I will see you in chapter 3, which is on the bit more serious side again. So see you there. Bye bye.